We have a mobile library van service which won the UN Public Service Award for Innovation. And so the vans goes into the rural communities. Unfortunately, we do not have enough vans. We have 11 vans. I mean, the 11th van was donated.
At the moment.
At the moment, the 11th van was donated to us by SNIT under the able leadership of Dr. John Tenkran, the Director General of SNIT. And we have that van to, support our outreach in rural communities and also to children who otherwise normally our static library will not be able to reach them. And so these vans, through Get Fund support, in 2018 we managed to get them on the road, because for a very long time we didn't have any mobile library vans. When I took over at Ghana Library, all our vans were broken down, they were not functioning, but through support of Get Fund led by Dr. Richard Boyd, we managed to get the vans back on the road, refurbish them, and now they are really functional. And then
so that means they are moving to the rural.
They are moving into the rural communities. And the good news is that because we go to schools with our mobile vans a lot, we go to public schools with our mobile library van, we realize that when we go there, most of the schools also don't have access to technology. So we are teaching them ICT. Recently, some few years ago, you saw somebody drawing a keyboard and the screen and all of that. And so, the static library spaces do have computers. So when you go to a library, you find computers there. So people that come to the library space have access to books, they have access to also computers. But when the mobile vans goes into the communities, they were only sending books there. We work with Ghana Investment Fund for Electronic Communication, and they gave us computers. So now
we have computers in the van as well as books. Wow.
And so the van moves into the schools with computers and vans. So the ICT teacher, for the first time, is able to have access to some 10 laptops and able to bring it to the classroom. Now is able to do demonstration to the kids. The kids are able to touch the keyboard. And this was what the United Nations Public Service Award recognized the Ghana Library Authority as one of the 10 organizations in the world for innovation.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. And so those are the things that we have done to be able to drive inclusion, so that people are not left out. And that is where you are very passionate. I know you are very passionate about how do we include people who don't have access to internet, who don't have access to electricity. And so that's our little effort that we are working to be able to, help everyone. But I mean, the best case scenario is that every district in Ghana will have a proper functioning central library with a plethora of footprint of smaller libraries, with a few mobile library vans traveling all over the villages, making sure that resources are available.